Lakers, please do not make this mistake. First off, I want to talk about this whole rumor about Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. going around right now. They're talking about the Lakers giving up Russell Westbrook, Lonnie Walker, and 2 first-round picks. Please, no. First off, I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's a super team. Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr., Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Who's gonna stop us? Stop it, man. I know you're probably used to watching Fred VanVleet from last year. This year, he's not playing good. I think he's been playing a little bit better recently, but no. He's no different from Russell Westbrook, from what we already have now. He's not that consistent. Russell Westbrook's actually going to pass the ball. You know, sometimes Westbrook takes dumb shots. Wait till you guys watch Fred VanVleet. Go watch a Raptors game. Please, I encourage you to go watch a Raptors game in 2023. Gary Trent is a shooter, but he cannot play defense. Why do you think the Trailblazers got rid of him? I'm not saying they're bad players. That's not what I'm saying. Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. are very good players. They're better shooters than Lonnie and Westbrook. But at the same time, what are we doing? Fred VanVleet is on an expiring contract. He's a free agent this year. He has a player option, I'm pretty sure. So he has the power to be like, I don't want to play for y'all no more. I'm going to be a free agent. Or I guess I'll play one more year. But he wants money. He was just an all-star last year. So Fred VanVleet is on an expiring deal just like Russell Westbrook. So what are we doing here? Is it worth risking all of that chemistry that we already have to just add somebody in halfway through the season that nobody's ever played with? They just got to get used to him, even though in the month of January we're like 8-5 and playing good. It doesn't make sense. Now, there's no way the Lakers are actually going to do this. There's no way. And if they do, I guess I'm wrong. But I could confidently say there's no way we're doing this trade. First off, this is just me speaking on chemistry issues. We're trading Russell Westbrook. Darvin Ham's not going to want to do that. Let's be honest. For Fred VanVleet, they're pretty much the same type of player. Not on the court. Not off the court. But consistency-wise. You never know what you're going to get from Fred VanVleet. You might get a night where he shoots 9 for 27. 4 for 14 for 3. You might get a night where Russell Westbrook shoots 3 for 13. With 5 turnovers. You see, they're not consistent, right? Fred VanVleet is a better shooter than pretty much everybody on the Lakers. Gary Trent is a better shooter than anybody on the Lakers. Some people talking about Josh Richardson. I guess that's not bad if we could just maybe get a second round pick. But Gary Trent, he's not bad, right? He's an offensive player. He could score. I wouldn't really be mad if we decided to go with Gary Trent outside of VanVleet. I don't really want Fred VanVleet. I don't really want him. So maybe Gary Trent, but at the same time, he has defensive issues. I feel like, you remember when the Lakers brought in J.R. Smith? Now, I know they're two completely different players. J.R. Smith was out of his prime. You know, he's not the same no more, but he could still shoot the ball. A lot of people saying he's going to be that KCP, talking about Gary Trent Jr. People forget about Lonnie Walker Jr., bro. He's been playing good this season. I said Lonnie Walker Jr. Lonnie Walker the fourth, my bad. He's coming back next game versus Boston. He posted on his Instagram story, or Instagram, talking about he's coming back. They're already counting him out. Just watch. I don't want to trade Lonnie Walker, bro. I really don't. And if it means we have to trade Lonnie Walker to get Fred VanVleet or Gary Trent Jr., I know it sounds crazy, but that alone I don't want to do. Now, outside of even just talking about chemistry issues, which a lot of people that are watching this video probably are going to disagree on and be like, who cares about chemistry? You make the deal. They're much better players. Fred VanVleet is better than Westbrook, and Gary Trent is better than Lonnie Walker. You make the deal. But then you throw in 2 first-round picks, and it's just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the future. It's a high risk, low reward, in my opinion. It could be a high reward, but it's not something super crazy. Fred VanVleet could decide, I don't want to play for the Lakers. And guess what? We just traded 2 first-round picks for the future. Then what are we going to do? I know we might not re-sign Westbrook in free agency, but at least we'll still have our picks. At least we're not trading our picks away. 2027, 2029, I'm pretty sure, yes, they're in middle school right now. But still, you don't want to trade first-round picks because you don't know what the team's going to look like without LeBron James. Especially for players that aren't really playing that good this season, like Fred VanVleet or Gary Trent Jr., who's only strictly a scorer shooter. He's just going to be Malik Monk 2.0 for us. Is he worth 2 first-round picks, Lakers fans? Let's be serious. I know we love this trade deadline, the big rumors, the big names, but I'm interested in a small trade now. Now that I'm really watching everything this year and really paying attention, I don't want those big name trades because it's not smart to do. You see Rudy Gobert get traded for 5 first-round picks. It's not smart to do. All right. I do not, and I highly disagree with everybody talking about we should get Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent for Russell Westbrook, Lonnie Walker, and 2 first-round picks. I think it's crazy. Maybe if we don't have to give in any first-round picks, I'll do it straight up. But I doubt the Raptors will do that. Let me know your guys' take on this because maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's what you guys are thinking. But there's no way I want Fred VanVleet over Russell Westbrook. And I really like Lonnie Walker. I don't want to just trade him. Yes, he's probably gone next year. He's on an expiring deal along with Westbrook. So it's like, oh, we can get Gary Trent for the future. But come on, man. Let's not mess all this damn momentum and chemistry that we have. They've already played with LeBron. And first-round picks. It's just too much of a high risk for a player who's not really having his best season in Fred VanVleet. Let me know your guys' take on it down below in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is ZTAY.